We are about to put 2015 in the books, so I decided to do a year recap of all the things that happened in my life the last 12 months. I'm sorry if the quality or if the camera is sideways, whatever. I am home for winter break, and the place with the best lighting, which is sad because this is really bad lighting, was in my mom's room. I'm actually just sitting on her bed, so I apologize for that. But let's get on to my month by month breakdown of 2015. 2015 started off pretty slow for me. Not a lot happened in January, but in February I got hit with a really bad cold flu combination. I started out with just like the common cold, but it lasted for like 2 weeks. And then once I started to feel better, I got hit with the flu really, really bad. I've never experienced that kind of sickness before, and it was the worst thing I have ever experienced. But February was also the month of the Super Bowl and my stepdad's birthday, which my stepdad's birthday was actually on Super Bowl Sunday this year. And so we had like a birthday Super Bowl party combination type thing. Sadly, the Seahawks didn't win, but it was still a pretty nice day. The last eventful thing that happened in February for me was I got my acceptance letter to Central Washington University, which I now attend. So that was pretty exciting to finally have that piece of paper in my hands. In March, my family made a trip down to California to visit some family friends. We try to go at least once a year, and this was our once a year trip. It was just a nice little getaway, and that's pretty much all that happened in March. April and May were pretty slow. I was trying to focus on finishing up my associate's degree, but in June I did graduate from Centralia Community College with an Associate's of Arts degree. I also visited Central Washington University for the first time and registered for my classes that I took this fall. There are also two things that happened in media that I wanted to point out in June, one of them being Jurassic World. Jurassic World was actually the only movie that I went and saw in theaters this whole year, and I saw it twice. It was that good. The other thing was Channing Tatum's appearance on The Tonight Show, where they did the elementary kid thing, and that was pretty funny. If you haven't seen it, YouTube it, it's hilarious. There were only 3 bullet points in July, one of them being I started my job working at the grocery store deli. 2, shortly after I got my job, I took a little vacation and we went to Colorado. It was my first time going to Colorado. We visited more family friends for the daughter's wedding. It was a really, really fun trip, and I can't wait to go back. And the third was that my best friend announced that she was pregnant, and I actually got to do her announcement photo shoot, which was really, really fun to do. And she is due in February, so I cannot wait to meet my niece. In August, we just kind of wrapped up the summer. Not a lot happened. We didn't get to go camping, so a couple of my friends and I pitched a tent in my backyard and had like a little mini backyard camping trip. It was really pathetic, but that was really the only kind of camping thing we did all summer. We had a pretty bad power outage that happened. Storms are common here, but it was the first time the power actually went out. And what was funny was my mom and I were actually kind of looking forward to just like hanging out, candles, maybe some board games, like embrace not having any power. But oh no, my stepdad needed to watch the football game, so we had a giant generator hooked up right outside the living room window, hooking up our TV so that we could still watch the football game. September was probably the most eventful month for me, finishing up my job at the deli and transitioning into getting ready to go back to the school year, but the big major change was switching colleges. As mentioned previously, I started going to school at Central Washington University. I started classes on September 23rd. But before I made the move to Ellensburg, we did a couple little last hoorahs here on the West Coast. We did a tourist trip to Ocean Shores when the family friends we visited in California, the lady actually came up here and we did a little bit of playing tourist. It was just a goofy, fun day, acting like kids. And there was another Tonight Show video in September that I thought was like the best YouTube video I had seen all year. It was when Ellen DeGeneres and him had a lip sync battle, and if you haven't seen that one, you need to see that one more than you need to see the Channing Tatum one. But yeah, those were pretty funny. October, not a lot happened because I was still trying to get settled in Ellensburg. I was really shy and timid and didn't really do a whole lot, but I did do my first kind of 5K type run. It said it was a 5K, but we don't think it was a full 5K. It seemed a lot easier than what a 5K should have, but it was still the first race I had ever done, and it was a color run, which was really fun to do. And I have been wanting to do more runs. I'm not as conditioned as I was when I did that run now, but in 2016 I would like to do a couple more different types of runs. November is the best month. November is the best month, but it wasn't the busiest, most eventful month, but it is my birthday month. I turned 21. The reason that I don't have as many life events is probably because I don't remember any of them. But yeah, it was my birthday, and the main media thing that happened in this month was Justin Bieber's Purpose album. I am so glad Justin Bieber is back. Every time he comes out with new music, it's better than the last, and I am definitely on that bandwagon for Sorry and What Do You Mean. I am obsessed with those songs right now, so thank you, JB. And lastly, for November, I got my PS4, and I did get the Black Ops 3 limited edition, and I'm so excited. I've been playing on it so much since I've been home for winter break, and it's amazing. If you don't have a PS4, you need to get a PS4. It's like the main game console right now because you get all of the extensions early. You know, Xbox used to do it, but now they've switched over to PlayStation 4. I just recently got Fallout 4, which I've just barely cracked into, and I just bought Rocket League last night, so I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really excited for that. And then I have Minecraft and GTA, which those were the two main games I played on my PS3, and so, you know, I'm loving those. But if you're a gamer, you definitely need to get a PS4. And speaking of that, I'm going to plug in my friend That Feller. I will put a link in the description to his channel below. He does a lot of gaming content with his PS4. Mostly Black Ops 3, but I'm sure he'll be coming out with more stuff soon. So check him out below. And lastly, December. I mean, that's Christmas month. I was really glad to be able to come home after finals. I got 3 4.0s and a 3.9 for the fall quarter, which I was really excited about. And then I just got to come home and relax and chill. I go back to Ellensburg after the first, but I'm just glad this month has just been able to relax. We've been helping my grandparents refurnish the house that they're going to be moving into. We've been painting and ripping out the flooring, putting new flooring in, so that's been the project that we've been working on when I've been home. But other than that, it's just been nice to come home and relax with the family. And yeah, that's pretty much 2015 in a nutshell. It wasn't the most eventful year, but I liked going back and looking through the whole year to see what happened, and I am hoping to record a New Year's resolution video for 2016 here shortly, and so my goal is to have next year's recap video actually have more life events that I had actually, you know, like bucket list type things. There's just going to be so much more going on next year, and I can't wait to hopefully capture more of it. So I'm going to stop rambling. This was my recap. I hope you guys all had a great year. Yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in 2016.